Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our Child Marriage Free World interview series. My name is Aicha with 100 million US.
And I'm Esha with Child Marriage Free World. During our Global Pledging Week, thousands of children and adults in more than 30 countries pledged to end child marriage. If our conversations have been inspiring you, we ask that you stand against child marriage by taking the pledge, which is found either by clicking the link in our bio or scanning the QR code found below.
Today, we will be talking about child marriage in Nepal. Our guest, Binita, is an incredible youth activist who is a former member of Lumini Province Child Network and member of Lumini Adolescent Girls Network. We are very excited to speak with Binita today. Hi, Binita.
Hi, Binita.
Hello, hello, namaste everyone.
So I want to ask you first. Well, first, thank you for joining. But I wanted to ask, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and the work that you have done on child marriage?
Hello, namaste everyone once again. It's me, Binita Khanal from Nepal. Basically, I'm from Argahachi district, which is in Lumini province of Nepal. But currently, I'm living in Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal. Since 7 years, I am working as activist. At first, I started my journey from Child Network, which was a local level child network. I was secretary there. From there, I started my journey, and after that, I joined Lumini Provincial Child Network. After working there for 2 years, I joined Lumini Adolescents Girls Network, and now I am board member of National Adolescents Girls Network. While doing different activities, we have stopped many child marriages in Nepal. I am also I have also become the loudest call of Girls Out Loud campaign, which was handled by Plan International Nepal.
That's incredible. And you're a young person, and it's incredible to see young people doing such great work. And you're so involved in various different organizations and activities. So thank you so much for getting on this call with us and inspiring other young people to take a stand. It's really inspirational, Benita. So now I want to ask you, Nepal has the second highest child marriage rate in Asia after Bangladesh. So, in your experience, what do you see are the main reasons for the high child marriage rate?
Uh, Basically, in Nepal, cultural norms, religious norms, which are the major problem for child marriage, such as for example, Madhya province is one of the province from 7 provinces of Nepal.
I think we may be having just some technical difficulties, but in the meantime, while we wait for Benita to join us, again, please feel free to take the pledge, click the link in our bio, or scan the QR code below. Yeah.
And just to give a shout out to all the events happening, we have so many youth led organizations and young people who are doing such great work all across the world. So check out our Instagram to find actual pictures of events happening live on the ground.
Yeah.
Hi, Benita. Can you
Benita,
hear us?
welcome back.
Oh, so sorry. I had internet lost. I'm outside from Valley today for a program in here. So many issue is happening.
No,
Oh,
that's okay. Thank you. But yeah, that's okay. I wanted to talk to you about the child marriage rate going down in Nepal, but it's dropping faster for boys than for girls. Can you talk to us about why that might be?
In recently decades, we can see many NGOs, INGOs, and different, and even government is also concentrated in child marriage. They are trying to stop child marriage. They are trying to decrease the number. While doing so, we are easily able to stop the child marriage for boys, but it is very hard for to stop for girls because the main reason is cultural and religious practices. Practices such as similar practice such as before menstruation, and if we uh, if we give before menstruation, if we uh, marriage our daughter, we will go to heaven easily. Otherwise we will go to hell. That cultural norms. And the dowry system is also the another major problem. And education and employment is also seen very commonly in our country, which is causing stereotype society and patriarchal norms, such as if a boy marries a girl, he has his responsibility. Every his responsibility is to take every responsibility of girl to his shoulder. So every each and every boys are thinking about their economy before marrying, but girls are allowed to go outside the house for work. So what to do? Do marry. That is
Mhm.
the major cause for girls to get married first earlier.
Yeah, and I think the emphasis on culture and how deeply that affects child marriage, specifically for girls, is a big thing that we are also learning through these conversations. And also, this is on our website, you can find it on our website, but child marriage is also considered to be a form of gender based violence, right? Because it disproportionately affects women and girls than men and boys. Um, and around, I think, 640 million women alive today were married before they turned 18, compared to like about 115 men. So you bring up really great points. So thank you for sharing that, Benita. Um, so based on the work that you've already been doing, and you're very much involved, right? What steps should Nepal take to end child marriage?
The major issue that we see in Nepal government nowadays is unstable government. The
Mm,
government is changing very fast, like in a year, in 2 years, which is making new policies, but it is very hard to make them work.
mm,
So Nepal government should focus in strengthening the legal framework. Beside it, they should also establish a different mechanism at local government, provincial government, and also in national government. They can make strong mechanisms, such as they can build child protection centers. They can uh, establish many other NGOs and child rights club. Also, they can active member child right for focal persons, through which we can raise child children's issues, and which will decrease the rate of child marriage. Beside it, monitoring and reporting case of child marriage, also I think it is also very responsive, very big responsibility for government. They should do it. And engaging in religious and cultural community and engaging those leaders to the policy, uh, and making them advocating them and bringing them while by making policy, so that they will learn, they will start making changes in their cultural um, and religious norm, which will decrease the rate of child marriage.
Thank you, Benita, for that. You bring up a lot of really interesting and important points. I think you talk about strengthening legal frameworks and having strong mechanisms, which is very very important. And you're also you're just very knowledgeable about all of this and child marriage in Nepal. So I want to ask you, what inspires you in your advocacy um, to work on child marriage issues?
uh, it first, when I started the journey to advocate against child marriage, I was just 12 years old, and there were to be huge number of child marriages even in my community. uh, my father used to tell me it is wrong, you should raise voice against it. Well, but the society used to say you are a daughter, or you should be engaged in household activities. But my parents used to say go, go in, you can go freely you want. And my parents were my first inspiration. Beside it, Gauri Pradhan, the first person in Nepal to talk about child marriage. Gauri Pradhan, he was also the founder of Siwin Nepal. After reading his lifestyle, how he started his journey, how he's working in the field, I really feel inspired, and I thought I should raise voice against it, and I started my journey from here.
that's incredible. And you said you started at 12. And the fact that your parents had supported you in this is also a huge thing, right? So I'm super happy to hear your story, and it's been really inspiring. Um, and as a young person who also started so young, how do you inspire other young people in Nepal to join the fight against child marriage?
So sorry, my internet is going, coming, going, coming.
You're okay. I totally get it. Um, I just wanted to ask you, as a young person, how are you inspiring other young people in Nepal to fight against child marriage?
From my experience in these 7 years, I have found that it is easy to convince us myself to in this field, but it is very hard to convince other.
Hmm.
But we can convince the young people who are like us, who want the change, who are the change makers, by facilitating peer led advocacy, like conducting campaigns and then discussing with them, uh, conducting different workshop on this topic. We can also use the social media and technology, just like by creating digital campaigns, highlighting. And we can also use real life examples with them, like showing if we do the child marriage, the result is this, but if we uh, start our campaign, if we stop the child marriage, if we let them to educate and make them self dependent, then the result is this. If we can easily see, make them to the difference, and the vision of difference, which are real life examples. I think all these activities can help them to inspire other.
I think that's really important, and I like that you mentioned real life examples, because I think that that's very helpful for people to see real life examples. And you mentioned like conducting campaigns, you know, either in person or like social media, digital campaigns. Um, and I think those are all important. How can young people worldwide stand with you in that fight?
Young people stand with me to in child marriage in worldwide. Mm, they can raise voice and share information. We can advocate for policy change, and no, we can also educate and empower prayer by engaging in global issues.
I don't think we caught that last part. Would you mind repeating your answer?
बिहारी जी आपका फोन में Can you hear us, Benita?
Can you hear us?
Okay, we might have lost her for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I did pick up on some of the parts where she said, raising awareness and being involved in global issues, which I think is a huge thing and something that we are trying to do with this campaign, right? So,
Yeah, and educating others is really important. Talking to your peers,
mhm,
people around you, making sure that they're educated as well on the issue is really important.
yeah. I think one of the main things that we're doing in the US is trying to get college students to, take the pledge and stand against child marriage. And we had an event at the University of Connecticut where we had a group of students come together and take the pledge. So that was really cool to see.
Yeah, it's really great to see everybody taking the pledge and standing in solidarity to end child marriage. It's really important.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I am also very thankful for you, for you both, for making us this platform to listen our voices, to listen about this how child marriage is going on in Nepal, and I'm feeling very lucky. Like I'm a bit nervous because it's my first time in English language giving interview giving in English language, but I hope I have delivered what I want to deliver,
Amazing. It was
and I
wonderful.
hope you have understand a bit of language problem was there, but I hope you guys have understand it.
No, we definitely did. It was wonderful having you here. You did amazing, and you definitely did inspire other young people to join the fight.
Yes, and you're doing incredible work, and we really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. We're really honored to
Thank
have
you
you
so
here with
much.
us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you, Binita, once again.
Thank you, Binita, for joining.
Thank you so most welcome, and I'm also very thankful for giving this opportunity and the platform to know about Nepal and the child marriages here in Nepal.